Alright, racists, let's talk about the part of history you like to tout the most. Black inventions. And along with those inventions comes the receipts. Racist America has pretended for far too long that black people haven't created or invented most things, if not every single thing we use daily. They like to pretend that the toolbox of life just appeared out of nowhere, or that it was gifted by some default white guy. Then they act shocked every single time a black indigenous American shows up in the patent record. This pattern in history of gaslighting and erasure ends now. So why don't we break the spell with a hit list of under-referenced black American inventors, whose work you touch, hear, and rely on every single day, whether you say their names or not. This is what I call the not-so-familiar list. James E. West co-invented the electret microphone in 1962. That tiny capsule in smartphones, laptops, hearing aids, and almost every modern mic, brought to you by a black man, James West. George Edward Alcorn Jr. built the imaging X-ray spectrometer in 1984 that sharpened space and materials research. NASA named him Inventor of the Year. Translation, he built the instruments that actually see what the naked eye can't. Black brilliance. Meredith Gourdine pioneered electro-gas dynamics, devices like incinerate cut smoke and industrial pollution. He engineered the actual physics. David N. Crosswaite Jr., architect of modern HVAC controls for big buildings. He has 39 U.S. patents, some of which include heating systems for Radio City Music Hall as well as Rockefeller Center. So when you visit these places, your climate comfort is running on David's math. Walter Lincoln Hawkins created durable polymer cable sheathing so telephone lines could survive the sun and harsh weather. Otis Boykin designed precision resistors that stabilized consumer electronics and pacemaker controls. George Carruthers invented the far ultraviolet camera / spectrograph used on Apollo 16 to image Earth's atmosphere and interstellar space. When science looked farther, it used George's instrument. Jerry Lawson led the team behind the interchangeable video game cartridge, the truest pioneer to console gaming. Jesse Russell was the key architect of digital cellular systems and base station tech. He laid the groundwork for the networks that your phone lives on. Marian Croak is the holder of 200 plus patents in voice over IP and internet call tech. So as far as internet calling as a service, she operationalized the pipeline. Valerie Thomas, the pioneer behind the Illusion Transmitter 3D image tech at NASA. Bessie Blount Griffin, inventor of the self-feeding device used for amputees and a disposable emesis basin. It's a clinical design that restored autonomy to its users in this country. Then it spread internationally. Alice H. Parker created the 1919 patent for a gas-fired centrally zoned heating furnace. She also planted the seed ideas for modern home heating segmentation. Miriam E. Benjamin, in 1888, created the gong and signal chair, a call button system predating hotel service alerts. The start of push to summon was formulated by her genius. Andrew J. Beard invented the Jenny coupler in 1897, which is an automated, dangerous link and pin rail coupling. His work improved freight efficiency and worker safety. Philip B. Downing created the street letterbox in 1891 with a weather shielding door for mail drop-off. Yes, a black man created the mailbox. John Stannard. In 1891, he invented the non-electric refrigerator and compact oil stove, the pioneer of non-electric appliances. Richard B. Spikes. He iterated the automatic gear shift and most automotive safety systems. Lloyd Hall. He advanced food preservation, using safer curing salts, using spice sterilization, and antioxidants. He created the industry-level shelf life. So what was the point to all of this? Reality reads like this list. Black Americans were already here, already building, and already creating everything. Designing the microphones inside your phone, the networks under your techs, the heat in your building, the optics in your space science, the cartridges that built an entire gaming industry, the clinical tools that dignify autonomous care, and the dull metal boxes swallowing your mail on the corner. Erasing the creativity and the genius of the original people isn't accidental. It's an act of violence. You can keep pretending you invented everything, sure. Or you can look around, call things what they are, and stop living on lies. Pretending to be superior in technology and a spiritual power you can't even use. The entire world can see the limitations of racists. The big question is, however, why can't you?
Black People Invented Everything by Dr. Susan Kumar Das. Baby, this book is setting my confidence and esteem on fire. Let me read something to you. Art. Over 30,000 years ago, Black people produced the world's oldest examples of painting in South Africa, the Sahara, Australia, and Southern Europe. Long before these murals, prehistoric Black communities enjoyed body art, performance art, spoken word, sculpting, interpretive dance, and dozens of other artistic traditions. Astronomy. Long before the Moors revived the study of the stars, the ancient world celebrated Black astronomers who calculated the movement of the heavens. In Nabta Playa near the Nile Valley, there are megalithic stone monuments dating back over 10,000 years. They map out our galaxy. It's Black History Month. Let us celebrate our greatness. Let us learn more about what it means to really be Black in America. Black people invented everything. The link is here.
Why is everybody so surprised when they find out that a Black person invented something?
Oh, a little statistic I read the other day.
Tell me.
A Black kid invented the doorknob. Did you know that?
Google it.
That guy invented the door fucking knob, dude.
What the hell were they doing before?
They were difficult to open. I mean, but he made it, and he made no money off of it. He just people just stole it from him. Like, I could have thought of that, and just took it from him. That guy invented the Osmond Dorsey. Fucking credit to him.
Doorknob.
It's almost like they could never see it, but that also makes me think of why Black history is so important, because they think all we do is shoot basketballs and catch footballs, but no, way back 1800s, 1900s, even the 1700s, Black people weren't all slaves. Black people weren't all poor. We did everything. Okay, so I think it's weird that even today in 2025, we still see Black people as like this subhuman group that like barely invented the wheel or something. No, Black Americans been out here in these streets inventing stuff. Just like this brother right here, Osborne Dorsey, who invented the doorknob and got the patent in 1878. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to him and his relatives that are still here. But no, Black Americans been out here in these streets. You can just look up the millions and millions of things that we had our hands on.
Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. This video reflects my personal opinion and decision, and this video is for educational purpose only. It's not meant to harass or harm any individual. So guys, when we are saying Black American invented everything, it simply means that all those early inventions that have been done a very long time ago, that have been invented years and decades ago, centuries ago, are invented by Black people, not white folks. Inventions such as body arts, artworks, wood carving, and all of that. So many inventions. Black America invented culture, invented a lot. But we see today that these white folks, they always don't like recognizing Black people that they invented something. You can see from your elementary studies, everything they said is made by a white man, which is a very brutal lie. They are all made by Black Americans, by Black people. Black people were the heads of invention in the whole world. They carved out everything, they made out the map, they drew the map, everything, all of that. So guys, let's dive into these videos for us to watch and we'll be back with commentaries. So stay tuned, guys.
We must put America first. This is a nation that invented the light bulb, the telegraph, the television, the telephone, the computer chip, the smartphone, the GPS, the integrated circuit, and even the internet. Basically, we invented everything. What is left? We invented everything.
This right here is one of the widest things that Trump could have ever done. He's being a white man. This is what a white man does. He comes, he conquers, and takes credit. They always been doing. And then you know what Black thought was the best option? They made it to where it was easier for them to take credit for our work. You wanna know how? Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King made it to where there's no more segregation, but now there's integration. And now we come together. And now it's just easier for them. Now they ain't gotta go to a whole different country on the other side of the world to take credit for someone else's work, because all the people that's doing all the amazing work, it's inside of their country, under their rules, following their laws, under their shelter. It's easier. Now they're right next to us. The enemies are living next door. Now you got people who think that white people invented the computer chips. White people invented the telephone. White people invented everything, even though it was actually blacks.
Invented every
a lot of
fucking
the
thing.
fucking traffic light.
Have y'all
Every
seen that
fucking
video,
thing.
that girl on Instagram, and she does a series of like
Yeah.
different things trying to do without black inventions, like trying to go through a day without
saw
black
that.
inventions, trying to do work out without black inventions. She was
Yes,
like, I
hard.
can't
Ain't
do
gonna
shit
happen.
because
Because it was hard for her,
nothing.
'cause a lot of people invent-
because black people invent everything.
What like, can somebody Google what a white person invented?
Mustard.
What Don? That serious. What did a white person invent that
Donald
helped
Trump.
the society
Oh,
or that
to
helped
help the
culture?
society. Okay, we'll say, white people invented that helped the
What?
society. We'll say.
Lemon bars.
Okay, because let me tell you about a motherfucking blueberry lemon bar. You know what I'm
Lemon
saying?
bars?
A lemon bar bussin'.
What is that?
It's a bar of lemons.
A bar? What?
It's like a
It's
pastry.
like a pastry, yeah.
It's a lemon bar pastry.
A edible? A pastry? Something to eat?
Yeah, so you can eat it.
I don't give a fuck about that. That's not going to help society.
You asked the question, we answered it.
You
asked
did,
the-
but
We said damn near the same thing.
Yeah, we asked
But
the-
well, that no, that doesn't help. That gets motherfuckers diabetes and shit. Is it sweet? Is it sweet?
Yeah, it's good.
No,
I
no,
can
no,
make
no.
y'all some.
Like who invented the table? Who invented the table?
A white man.
A white man? Somebody Google that. Who invented the table? I know we gotta go, but just while we do research, a
11.
table. Yes, just while I do my what would you
What's your
do?
what
See
would
who
you
invented the table because this shit is useful as fuck. Yeah, it's
Okay,
useful as fuck.
what would you do?
Actually, the ancient Egyptians invented some of the earliest tables.
It was
Say
black,
black.
black motherfuckers. That just proved my point.
We had to talk
Okay, so what would you do?
Hello and welcome to episode 1 of White People Did Not Invent That. I am your host, Tori. Let's get started. So first we have potato chips. There's golf tees. There's automatic elevator doors. Refrigerated trucks. You can thank this guy. A home security system. A fold-away bed. You can also thank this guy for peanut butter, stains, paints, lotions, and soaps. You can also thank him for gas masks and the 3-light traffic light. You better be saying your thank yous to this guy, because he made the modern toilet. He invented lawnmowers. And there's also, if not limited to, paper, the game of chess, the rotary engine, disposable syringes and horseshoes, the printing press and pressure cookers, and fire extinguishers. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of White People Did Not Invent That. I am your host, Tori. Let's get started. You can thank Henry Sampson for the cell phone. So this is Granville T. Woods, and he invented the electric railway system, telephone transmitters, and roller coasters. You can thank Augustus Jackson for ice cream. I couldn't find a picture of him though. This is Otis Boykin, and he created pacemaker controls. Robert Fleming Jr., he invented the guitar. G.T. Sampson, he invented the clothes dryer. I couldn't find a picture of him either. I looked everywhere. This is R.B. Spikes, and he invented the automatic gear shift. And you see Steve Henson right here? He invented ranch dressing. And there's more, if not limited to locks, hairbrushes, fountain pens, super soaker water guns, fire escape ladders, and even guided missiles. I got plenty more. Stay tuned for part 3. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of White People Did Not Invent That. I am your host, Tori. Let's begin. Let's start it off. Helicopters. You can go ahead and thank George for the ultraviolet camera. Gloria Chisholm, she made protective eyewear for pilots. Sarah Boone, she invented the ironing board. Y'all remember that hand crank pencil sharpener in school? That was John Lee Love. There's also ice cream scoops, and fruit juicers too. And there's also, if not limited to, defrosters, curtain rods, lawn sprinklers, street sweepers, horse riding saddles. I bet some of y'all didn't see that one coming. What was that last one? Oh yeah, rock and roll music. We could keep this going forever.
Just going to name some inventions of Black Americans. Our security system.
Yep.
Marie Van Bright in 1966, she was a nurse in Queens, New York, made the ADT that we have now, the security system, a Black woman. The sanitary napkin, Mary Kenner. You're talking about Otis Boykin, the pacemaker. You're talking about first open heart surgery, Daniel Hale. You're talking about plasma and blood transfusion. Charles Drew of Omega Psi Phi, who was not even who was in a car accident and couldn't be admitted to a hospital and he had just discovered plasma and blood transfusion, and they didn't let him to a hospital because he was Black after discovering it. Okay, we got the elevator, we got the escalator, we got Gladys West, who just passed away, who was an innovator of the GPS that we have in our car system. We have the caller ID. We have Shirley Jackson. We have 3D imaging. We have laser eye surgery. We have the brother who's still alive, James West, who did all the microphones we speak on is because of him, the acoustician. You know what I'm saying? So we got the remote control. Mr. Jackson with the remote control. We have Henry Sampson with the cell phone. We got Lonnie Johnson with the Super Soaker, who just got his money.
Finally.
The NASA toy maker who got his money. We can keep going.
Traffic signal.
The traffic
Right,
light.
the tracking signal.
And you know, we found out on our show, you know, one of the forefathers of artificial intelligence
It's Blackwell.
Yep, Blackwell.
Blackwell. I just saw, I was like, you know, it's like, but they hide this shit constantly.
Purposely.
You know, you got camera inventions, you got car inventions, there's people maybe didn't discover right away certain things, but helped enhance it. You have Percy L. Julian did a lot of things for birth control. And imagine all these inventions were done when Black folks didn't have a chance in hell.
Be aware of this. Black people invented the traffic signal, air conditioning, refrigerator, hearing aid, lawnmower, fountain pen, wrench, clothes dryer. The first steam engine was invented by a Black person, but they couldn't patent it because he was a slave. So go to our website. You can check.
Welcome back, guys. We can see from the stitches and clips I just put out there for us to watch that Black Americans invented everything in the entire world. Like, if you have to take it back to history and the early days, the early years, like centuries ago, Black people invented everything. But today, white people seems to remove Black people from history, that they didn't create anything, and then they made themselves all those inventors, that they are the one that invented everything. This is how the white man wants us to think, that we do not have power on our own, that we are not capable of doing some certain things. But that's a very big lie, because we invented everything. They thought Black people are just good in sports, entertainment, all of that. No, we are great inventors, because the world relies on us. Black people have done a lot of inventions in the past that are really helping the world today, like invention of smartphones, GPS, escalating machine, elevators, and so many lot of stuff that Black people have done. Even the doorknob, you can see from the video I just played, where the Chinese man was explaining that a doorknob was created by Black man, but they just stole the idea from him, and then everybody was like, whoa, is this what it is all about all this time, and they didn't know. So that's it. That's how all these white people act. They try to act like we cannot make anything by ourselves, but that's a very great lie, because we have done a lot that is helping them today and is helping the whole world today. If you can check a lot of, like you can see from the video I played, a lot of things were made by Black people. Black people were the head of all those things, but Trump said no, that all those things were not made by Black people, that he entitled it to America as a whole. and then he put some white face there. That's what the white people do. They try to erase the black people's invention and then say that it was done by a white man, just to make us feel less of ourselves. So guys, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Welcome to the end of this video. I want you to also like, share and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned and watch out for my next video. Bye guys.